Guys, Sunday, 5-minute brew reviews brought to you in production with Line Productions. We're going to be taking a look at MAUI Brewing Company's Double Overhead IPA. 8.5%, something that Johnny Watson grabbed. Island Brewed. Brewed and canned by MAUI Brewing Company, Maui, Hawaii. I think this is the first thing I've ever had from Hawaii. And as we speak, Johnny Watson look at my watch. Well, he might be on the ground already. I know he had safely made the ride from here to the Minneapolis airport. Okay, it looks either somewhat or I'd say somewhat unfiltered. Has it's like 3/4 of a chuck head. Has a tropical fruit. Actually, if someone just put this in front of me, I may say it's more fruit than it is beer. Kind of like Joey. Yeah, I know I was the one wearing the unicorn shit, but you know, whatever, you know. Some people aren't strong enough with their homosexuality to wear just anything. Cheers, guys. Definitely a tropical fruit presence. Now, it's not really sweet like tropical fruit. As a matter of fact, while you're guzzling, you get kind of a sense that it's going to be dry and bitter, which it is a little. So we got our tropical fruitiness, a little bit of a hop in the middle, a big old dead spot where nothing kind of takes place, and then that dry bitter kind of comes on and ends with a kind of an earthy bread biscuit and a light mix of what you started off with. And we're off. Now I'm going to only be reading the comments from the Lagunitas. The live thing was a train wreck all to itself. You know, it'd be really nice as if it was, and maybe it is possible, to actually use, say, this camera with a live feed as opposed to your video camera. Yeah, I'm not sure. That'd be a conversation with someone that does more live stuff. Me, that was the first one initiated by me, other than off of a mobile device, and I still got a tremendous amount of help from the Crazy Scotsman. Aunt Keck was first. Aunt Keck, whoa, you guys need a room. Ben N second, and the battle goes on. Aunt Keck, this country is better off without the government. Well, I honestly think that could turn into total chaos as much as I think the level of corruption. What we need, Aunt Keck, is a restart. You know, a big old fucking enema and start over. More in the vein of bring back the founding fathers and let's take another go at what freedom was supposed to look like and not the direction that we're going. I mean, look at what we've gone through, especially under the reign of like the Clintons and especially Obama. Obama, I don't care what any liberal wants to say. The Obama administration is two things: the weakest presidential administration in history, yet retards managed to place them there twice. So it just goes to show you how so many people need the nanny state. They don't understand what freedom is. Self-reliance, self-preservation, standing behind what this country was founded on, and the direction that our founding fathers wanted to see it go, after dealing with exactly what we're starting to get back to. How long? You know Obama would have been happy to anoint himself supreme leader. Aunt Keck, the live chat was awesome. You're too nice. Rich Huff here. Cheers. Cheers, Rich. Aunt Keck, take that Ben N. The battle continues. Happy67. Not first, but definitely not last. This is very true. Aunt Keck, very nice, sexy beer brew babe. 2 thumbs up. Thank you, my friend. Foomaster 2, and still, I'm assuming that you are watching your fight, because I have no idea who that even is. But okay, Aunt Keck. Oh, you drank the boss's bottle of whiskey. Okay then, whiskey. I tell you what, I'm willing to double down on the beer versus the whiskey thing. I'm personally, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna do whiskey and all that, but I think especially today. The only good stuff I have is 130 proof. So, Aunt Keck, how about this? See, we got backup. I'm gonna have to look. Even though it's a bottle opener, I guess it comes in handy when you have tab failure. Aunt Keck, does watching Die Hard ever get boring? Me personally, I don't think so. I'm a fan of all of them. I'm sure if we sat down and did a Die Hard marathon, it'd be easy to put them in order. I mean, the first one is definitely the classic. Bulwark 1911. I would lick every square inch of that chick. Such a great ass. Aunt Keck. Okay, the screen just went black. The fucking YouTube gremlins are back at it. Tell me about it. I watched Wade, Big Redneck Papa, his video, and I'm just like, what the fuck is he talking about? He's talking about it. Nothing made any sense to me, and I realized that as I watched, he was showing his pistol, his baby, as he calls it, and he's talking about the pistol, but he was showing like a box cutter, and I was just like going, what the hell? And then I realized that the sound and the video were off, and I didn't even put a calculator or a stopwatch to it. They weren't off by seconds. They weren't off by minutes. It was somewhere between 2 and 4 minutes from the time that he was showing the gun to when he was talking about the gun in the video. Then the video comes to an end. It would have been right where any one of us, it would have just clicked, that's it, it's over, and the video ends and the audio continues on. I've seen some freaky ass shit in the last couple of days, and you start to wonder, are they, put whoever you want in the they category. I showed this to Johnny Watson and Christine. I took a picture for the battle box video, of course, of all of the items. And I had given Johnny the knife, so I grabbed that knife last night and I took some pictures, as I always do, with my phone. And I started off with a picture. First I hit the camera button accidentally and it took a picture when I wasn't quite ready. That one turned out fine, a little blurry. You could see the dining room table and the box for the knife. Then the next one, just for the fun of it, I took a picture of the box. You can see the dining room table, a little piece of the doily up in the corner. I don't know, doily is a really gay word. And the box, Ontario Knife Company, black, big and black. And then I took pictures of the knife and the different poses that you see at the end of the video when I show all the items. And so when I downloaded it onto the computer and I transferred them onto the file for the video, I'm just like looking at this one and I'm just like, what the hell? Exactly where? I don't even know if it shows up on my oh no, it wouldn't be on here anymore because I transferred them off of this. Exactly where the box is a picture of one of my house flip projects that I had taken of a wall completely gutted. I remember the original picture, which I'm almost positive I deleted, of a gutted wall, and you can see kitchen cabinets in the boxes on the right hand side, the gutted wall, the opening where we knocked out a wall between the living room and the dining room and put in a big beam to carry the load so we could get rid of a load-bearing wall. And Greg is up on a ladder clearing the path to get ready to put the beam in place. And that picture was like in perfect color, nice and light. Now it's like the same color as my dining room table, and it's superimposed exactly where the box was. I don't know if there was some kind of glitch where even though it was deleted, remnants of that picture were still on my phone, and maybe the number assigned to that file got duplicated and somehow brought the... Johnny was looking at it going, damn, you know, if you tried to do... He goes, it's a cool looking picture. You know, if you tried to do that, you probably would not have been able to get it to come out as cool as it did. And Keck, anyone else with a black screen? Tardisius, no, but black screens matter. Rich Fumaster Chew, that brew babe is stunningly delicious. I try. And Keck, haven't shared a good joke in a while. Well then, a little boy asked his father, Dad, how much does it cost to get married? Dad says, I don't know, son, I'm still paying. That's good. J-Dog, here from work, laugh out loud. And Keck, American oak barrels indeed, trump French oak barrels. Absolutely. And Keck, sporting a General Mad Dog Mattis shirt, whiskey for the Mad Dog shirt, General. Stainless 4.5. Is that Emily Sears? You know, I gotta go look because I know that was a blonde. You know, I don't know. Stainless 4.5. There's some of these gorgeous women that I know who their names are, and I would have to inquire from either Wade or Brad on that, and I wouldn't surprise me at all if they knew. Aunt Keck, a friend of mine started an infinity bottle of bourbon, 3-second pours of different bourbons. I think he's at 13 different kinds of bourbons right now. I started mine last night. Whew. And then your liver gives up. J-Dog, yes, YouTube is taking $43 from me. Oh well, it's not like it was actually in my pocket or I was relying on it. No, J-Dog, but again, I'd still like to know if someone out there is going to consider the words class action lawsuit, because, well, again, over 1 million channels are having their monetization taken away, and I bet you commercials will still run on your guys' channel. And if it's only $43 that's at stake, that's 43 million. Oh, not up yet. Has not been put up yet. But me and Johnny also did the tack pack, and as you can see, this one's not open. So that means I got 2 again. They keep sending me 2, so I keep giving one of them away. I'm not sure when that video is going to go live. I'm hoping sometime this week, and a heads up for you guys, if it does, as always, we will give it away during blog radio. In case you're kind of wondering what's in there, sneak peek again for you guys. There was a sling from a company called War Machine, and it was a little bit shorter than the one that was on my SKS, so I moved it over here. And this is one of those ones where, just like with the Magpul, it can function as a 2-point, very heavy grade. War Machine can function as a 2-point sling, or you can do the whole disconnect it from right there, plug it in at the back, and then open that up into a single point. Which is exactly what my Magpul one does that I got from AJ, Gun God 556. But that one is longer, and I have that one taken up as far as I can, and it was still a little bit long for this guy. So I think I'm going to put this one on here. What I'd actually like to do is I'd kind of like to use that other one for my 24-inch. You know, you figure if the world turns upside down, you want to throw it over your shoulder as you're scaling to the top of a building so you can go do some voting. That one would work nice on there, but the 24-inch does not have any QD points. The Luth AR, even though it has, this is not a Luth AR, but the Luth AR, even though it has QD spots on it, they do not automatically send you like Odin does, Odin works. This, you know, it's got the spot where you can put the insert in place, but it doesn't automatically come with it, like Odin work does. Odin's the Zulu here. And in case you're some reason you're new to the Brew channel, yeah, the Brew channel. Let's look at some guns. This is my Matador Arms chassied SKS. Absolutely love this. I did have some problems and some machine work. I needed to do a little gunsmithing. I was having a secondary piston problem with this. I know I have that resolved, and then after I had that resolved, I was having some feed issues, and I believe they were with those shit mags that I had. And since then I picked up some Tapco. They're only 20 rounders instead of 30 rounders, but I have not had the opportunity to get out and shoot this since picking up these extra mags. But if you are looking for a way to spruce up an SKS, I highly recommend you check out the Sabertooth. This is the MK2 from Matador Arms, and they have been an awesome company to work with. They email me just to check in and say hi and see how I'm doing, and don't even, she just checks in with me and asks how things are going, and it's awesome when you deal with companies at that level. But yep, so yeah, you can take something and make it look like this. That started off life looking something like this, and I know before I show it, because everybody has something different that makes your little heart go pitter-patter. I know there's several of you that would take this any day over a modern tactical look like the other one, and I honestly do have a hard time arguing with you. Then again, this one is a piece of art. I have seen these things so beat to shit. Not to mention, this particular one is a Zastava, so this is definitely the more sought after one that you'd want to get your hands on. It has the grenade launcher. It has all of the goodies. I have not picked up. There's several companies that make dummy grenades that you can actually put a blank in here and, just for the fun of it, launch some dummy grenades. It can't be seen, so as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't count. I did two things to this. If you want to come after me for the gods of SKSs, I did the bolt modification so that the mag can be removed from this when the bolt is closed. Normally it cannot. And I also did a trigger job on it, and I think I took like a pound off of it, but this is just an absolutely beautiful rifle. I've had some offers on it, and in my heart I go back and forth. I'm back in the I don't think I can part with it, but like they say, money talks. Aunt Keck. Oh yes, Johnny, just started a new trend, the Big Black Dick Hot Sauce Challenge. Yeah, I put some Big Black Dick on my breakfast this morning, and it was pretty good in my mouth. Aunt Keck, this review is answering a few of the questions I had in my head. Rich, speaking of the temperature, we hit at least 70 here today. It was a high of 18 just 4 days ago. Crazy ask okie weather. I think I'll be blasting tomorrow. I was thinking about getting out. Christine made a really nice breakfast before Johnny hit the road, and I did some video editing, videos up over at the other channel. But don't worry, more of you guys will be over here watching this than watching that. And been working on some house stuff, and even though it is it's coming up to the temperature for which water freezes, because we're below that right now. It still would have been nice to get out and do a little shooting, but I decided to take care of some stuff that got put behind around here due to the fact that I have not felt good for the last almost a week now. Aunt Keck, shine. Yeah, you're funny. J-Dog, wait, there's a fight on Monday? You know, J-Dog? Yeah, I don't think so. But once again, Princess Buttercup tried to start some shit on Friday over there, and I just was like, hey, douche nozzle, try to imagine how little I care. Yeah, he tried to school me on where I can park and where I can't park. J-Dog, as you well know, the lot across the way from the apartments belongs to Kerry Toyota. And since you know where my lovely little Sammy Poo works, you think that I have any problems gaining permission to park wherever the fuck I want on Kerry property? No is the answer. So, Chad, go fuck yourself. Oh, I might keep an eye out, J-Dog, because, you know, let's not forget that he physically threatened one of the other tenants when they parked in what he has as a self-proclaimed parking spot. I'm sorry, Princess Buttercup, that's not your spot. That belongs to Kerry Toyota. And so another tenant parked there after acquiring permission to be there, and then he threatened him. And I told the guy, because he asked me, he goes, you know, what do you think? You think I should call the cops? And I said, absolutely, you should call the cops. So I might just keep an eye out all day long, and as soon as Buttercup moves, I think I might just make sure I save that spot for him, because I know how children work. J-Dog, we might need you to vote from the rooftops. Rich, Foomaster Chew 12. And follow that shine with a beer chug. You know, I don't need the two of you in cahoots with each other. Yeah, okay, so, we got a small problem. Hold on. Oh, and by the way, Johnny Watson, thanks to you, if I was a recycling guy, I think I could probably make my house payment after your visit. Oh yeah. Okay, back to it. Rich, Foomaster 212. Yes, YouTube is full of shit. They will always do whatever they feel like. Screw them right in the butthole. How do I get in on this snowflake melter? You know, I need another AK. Those, Zokov? I don't know. Stocks are the bomb. I'm assuming that you're talking about the one from Magpul. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever seen it. And Rich, the answer to your question is if what I need to do is I'll there's alcohol involved, so I'll try to remember to oh yeah, there's the name right on it there. Yeah, it's I don't know how many position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 position. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. You know, I maybe they have something like this in the AR platform. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't do that. But to answer your question, Rich, you need an invite to Snowflake Melter, because it's by invite only, and this particular one is $30 an entry. And at this moment in time, Johnny Watson is the first person to enter on multiple entries and win. Up until now, they've all been one entry. So I see Magpul does it too. They have the spot for the QD mount, but they don't actually give you the hardware with it, which is too bad. So yeah, snowflake melter. I like this one a lot. This reminds me of the tactical look of in the direction that I would go. My red one is the first one, old school look that I can actually say gets the heart rate up. Normally I would lean in the direction of say this look. This one's pretty cool too because you can put it in a smaller area and it still gives you the ability to actually use it. So you could still, use it as close quarters. And there's no, it just has a detent, so you don't have to push a button or anything to undo it, but you do have to press the button to unlock it. Guns, guns, guns. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Oh, and let's see where. Oh yeah, the tack pack. The next thing was that was in there was this, another tool. They've got like an internal scraper on one side. It has a little like detented cover so that it protects probably from this cutting other stuff up, but it has the rest of the AR stuff, scrapers inside the bolt head, let's see, it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different 11 different things with this, and it's able to scrape all 4 major parts of the bolt carrier group. Kind of not associated with any of the rest of the shit in the box because it's like all AR stuff, but they threw in some more fire starter, and it kind of looks like you took wood pulp and mixed it with I don't know if it's Vaseline or fiber and wax. Finely ground wood fiber and wax. I'd show it to you, but it's got this kind of really nice, very tense rubber band holding it all together. So, and the last item on here was the hiss, an angled forward grip. It's definitely smaller than the offerings from Magpul, and definitely bigger than the offerings from, say, like Odinworks. I haven't decided if I'm going to put this on something or not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it. It's definitely on the verge of should I actually use the words too big? Rich, yes. Yeah. Sorry, I read that one. Rich, hey, you missed the rest of my comment, which means you missed the obligatory another fine review, brother. I'm sorry, Rich, but you got it in there. Thank you, sir. Rich, all right. That was a fun brew review. I actually like sours, but I have only had a few. This was definitely another fine review. Cheers, my friend. You know, I'm not saying that I have grading remorse, but I think at a bare minimum, because it was high alcohol and there was no booziness to it, I have to honestly say, I think at a bare minimum, that should have been up at least a percent, to, say a 7.5 or maybe even an 8. Because I think about some other stuff that I've had, and I would get that again. But then again, I'm kind of a Lagunitas fanboy, if you want to. Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig, 34th, a minute 19 or 1:19 a.m. I hope everyone is enjoying the weekend. Any team but the Patriots. If you drink, don't drink cheap beer. Life is short. Yeah, Josh just touched on a multitude of things right there. Yes, I hope everyone did have a good weekend. John Solar, sorry. I fucking hope to God that the piece of shit Patriots do not win. Which means, then I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it would be awesome. All I can say is, Jim, it would be awesome if Minnesota and the Jaguars both end up in the Super Bowl. If Jim came up here and spent the weekend, that would be fuckery at an all-new level. And I know he is not used to this kind of weather because he doesn't like anything where your face feels like it's going to melt off from cold. But if he got up here, I would definitely make sure that we got out. And that means the Rock Island double stack that I have from Rich, the SIG P220 Hunter, just for the fun of it, the G20, and right off the top of my head, I would like to bring the SKS, Matador Arms SKS, out and verify that my problem was mag related, because when I read the reviews on my other mags, I heard exactly what I was having as an issue. I mean, I know from the last time that I was out shooting it with Greg and his grandson, who is, man, if he keeps on shooting, he could take it professional. I mean, we're talking about as many rounds as you can put in a 22. All I heard was ding 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 ding. Easton, you're fucking awesome, man. Well, I'm sorry, Easton, you're awesome. But he did take a few shots with this, little heavy. But again, he was hitting steel. But I know I got the piston. I know I got the gun functioning right. Now it's just a mag. I think it was a mag issue. And these Tapcos have a stellar reputation. I will say one thing: if you've ever held an SKS, that chassis is probably on par. So you got to keep a few things in mind. I know, I'm sorry that the brew review broke into a gun thing. Over here, I haven't not put them on the scale yet. For the fun of it, I probably should. But the they're close. Man, they're close. I don't know. There's a side of me that wants to say that this is heavier, and then there's the other side that wants to say no. But also got to keep in consideration that over here we have that chassis from Matador Arms and a scope, and over here we have a bayonet and the woodstock, and no pun, haha, woodstock, but the woodstock I'm sure weighs just a little bit less. But the fact that this thing, because of its weight, when it goes off, you would swear that you had a squib or something. It's like frickin' shooting a 22. That's why, someone like Greg's grandson Easton, what is Easton, 13 or 14? It's just like, I mean, you might have saw this. it definitely gives you the tactical advantage. And then what Josh said, please guys, don't drink cheap beer. Life is short. I think I used to have that as the motto over here for a while. Taking it one step farther though, there's no excuse these days to drink and drive, other than the stupidity of making poor choices. Must have been drinking before I picked that hooker that I used to be married to. I mean, I'm sure Jim knows exactly what I'm talking about. Don't drink and drive. And then don't drink cheap beer. Josh again, nice AK. How would one go about winning it? You have to be on Facebook. You can do a search for Snowflake Melter, and then you have to be approved by either I or John Solar, because we want to make sure that there's no fucking shitbags as part of this. Then, this particular one is $30 per entry, and the numbers are filling up fast, which I really thought that they would. That's a sexy AK. I don't care what you say. JR10 Desert Gold. Love Johnny's shirt. While I don't have a Harley, I did do a shark dive in the Rotan. It was awesome. I don't have a Harley ever, or I hope to never have a Harley. They are starting to come out with some liquid cooled models, which I think is good for them. I have in my life, with money in my pocket, I know, fuck you, Chuck. I was planning on purchasing the V-Rod, which is actually a motor that was designed for them by Ferrari, and it is liquid cooled. I went to our local Harley dealer, which is kind of funny because their commercial says, all Harleys are created equal, it's the dealer that makes the difference. That's right, because you fucking people suck. I walked in there with more than enough money to purchase the V-Rod. I had a valid driver's license, like you say in your commercial, and I had my helmet with. And a gentleman came up to me as I was standing and looking at the V-Rod for about 15 minutes. Just, you know, somebody come over and swoon me. And finally a salesman comes over and he's like, hey, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in the V-Rod. I'm planning on making a purchase. I was interested in either something like this, or at the time they had some Eric Buell models. I was also interested in trying the Thunderbolt. That was a sport bike, a cafe racer with a Harley sourced engine in it, and they handle like, oh, they handle awesome. Big ass brakes. They're just I'd still take one, even though I despise Harley Davidson overall. And I said, I'm interested in trying the V-Rod and maybe the Thunderbolt. And he's like, oh, absolutely, let me go get some keys. Well, first he asked me, I see you got your helmet, showed him my driver's license, old enough, valid, motorcycle endorsement. Let me go get some keys. Over 15 minutes went by. The fucking guy never came back. I walked out of their door, walked across the street to RJ Sports and Cycle, and I purchased a Yamaha FZR 1000. It's the dealer that makes the difference. JR10 Desert Gold. Just got caught up with your videos. Now I get it. Tell Johnny thank you for me. Now you know how it feels to wear a hat like that in a video, you fucker. Also, thanks for the heads up on why my last video never posted. I guess you can't even have any music in the background. No, you can't. And well, I did get a copyright infringement, and I didn't even read as to which one it was. As soon as it says, "Don't worry, you don't need to do anything," I just hit delete and I fucking move on, because fuck you, YouTube. As of right now, and I'm sure it's gonna happen. I'm sure if they have their way, the shit will be gone, because I like hot women, preferably. I like big butts. No, just kidding. This woman is actually, honestly, she's a little too frail. You know, like Worf says in Star Trek, human women are too fragile. And I think in order to make your video more pleasing to you, because honestly, when I do my intros, it's because I'm using music and shit that I like. And if you can't do that, then fuck them if they can't take a joke. Copyright infringement? Fuck you, YouTube, you fucking pieces of shit. And what you're doing to everybody right now, I really hope that if you were to roll a few years into the future and say YouTube, someone would go, "What's that?" Yeah, you know, that company that fucked themselves because they're libtard cunts? That company. Them. But yeah, JR10 Desert Gold. Yeah, if you had music playing in the background, you got fucked. I mean, it happened to me. Christopher Aloma Company had his goddamn radio on at the Missouri Shoota Plaza. Don't fall down the stairs. Hey, wanna try some of this? What do I have I can put it in for you? I realize with you it's okay to put it on the floor. Serious, Shelby. Shit. I know, Johnny Watson, I gotta unbury that. Johnny, that was such a great idea, and it's like right over there somewhere. Hey, you, come over here. Let's do a little bit of this for you. Here you go. My hollow point. I meant there's no hollow point. He's a fucking asshole. Wait, Big Redneck Papa. Russians wear thick, poofy coats, so they have short, girly stocks. That's what she said. I think so. You like that? You want more? You want more? There you go. Hey, where are you going? Shelby, you don't want that? So one batch is all you want? Hey, come here. Let's try this again. My little baby. Can I have a kiss? Kisses? Kisses, come on. Give Daddy kisses. Yes. You're my baby. See? That's because I didn't give her beer first time. You love me? Huh? Are you a good girl? Huh? Want to get down? Yeah, you finish that. I think she dissed me because I didn't give her alcohol last time. Gillian, here, cheers all. Gillian says, cheers to the rest of you, and I say cheers to him. He's a good guy, Mike. Smile Money, another great guy. Smile Money, of course. What I appreciate most about you is, you know, that your plate to keep me on the straight and narrow. But someday, my friend, I will shake your hand. Unfortunately, there's going to be a, what is he about that tall? A homo with us. Smile Money. Now I know the story of Eric the Unicorn. Gillian, bottoms up, Eric, chug it. What? Oh, you were talking about in that last video? Oh, I'm sorry. Ed, 69th. Ed, you are a trooper. Sharky. He says, can do the puzzle. Lily will kill you, though. Let's not wreck shit for me, okay? You know, if the guy who is getting the painting doesn't give a fuck, we don't need to talk about the we don't need to talk about the incident. Actually, that right there, I think, was the hit on the floor. That right there, that Sharky, that right there, that might be the same color. It's called transfer. Hi. Uh-oh. And this brings us to the end of the MAUI collection. Muzzle first, great brew reviews. Great brew review, sir. How do I get in on the snowflake melter? Wow, this seems to be a... I hope that question has been answered by now. You need to be on Facebook. You need to look up snowflake melter and look for this. Look for this so you know that you are at the right spot. If you see this, you are at the right spot. You need to be approved. Let's see, as of right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 23 spots open. And this one actually hasn't been on there very long, so yeah, look for that. Ask to be welcomed in, and if you're not a douche nozzle, you will be part of it. And then $30 a chance. I think last time Johnny Watson had purchased enough that he could have just gone out and gotten his own damn shotgun. Sharky, channel logo would be epic. I've got higher res pics of the current black and white and previous color ones. I'll PM them over to you on Disgracebook. I haven't seen that yet, but I better double check. I would appreciate it. I'll get that to Lily. She will make that for you. I'll have her ship it to me, and then I'll get the whole shit and caboodle over to you. I mean, I'm almost thinking, Sharky, I should probably charge you more for the distressing that I have done. I mean, it's not every day that B&E Brew Reviews can fuck something up for you personally. I'm just saying. Ed, if you want Block Johnny, now step aside and don't block the Scrumptious Brew Babe. Oh, I'm sorry. So you're saying Johnny, fuck Johnny, but don't get in the way of the chick. Stephen Bush. Glad I didn't watch the live one. Didn't even mention inviting me, queers. Okay. Thank you, Steve, for the segue. That was a last minute thing. You know, Steve, you're right. I don't even know if I can go on right now. I might just have to touch myself. Steve, excellent though, because I would like you to be part of it. Moving forward, here's what we want to do for the live shows. Is we want to get together ahead of time, if you know, maybe schedule it out a week in advance, make sure everybody's schedule is going to work, and we will all try to pick up the same brew, and then we will do a legitimate review, everybody's opinion, instead of just the fucking shit show. Granted, it has to turn into the shit show, that's what we do best, but I would like to put together a list of, and I don't want it to be out of control, you know, like maybe me and 4 of you, or maybe me and 5 of you, and we'll all get the same beer, and then we'll do a live review. Think about it, man. I fuck, that guy likes it, whoever that was. Oh, it was my neighbor. Need a Jack's Pizza for the game, or are you going out for the game? You know, first of all, he already knows my thoughts on this, but I did find out that no Minnesota Viking or Green Bay, because I asked this question, ever took a knee. As a matter of fact, in the playoffs, I've been told that in the beginning, and only back in the beginning, some Patriots took a knee, but then again, I fucking hope that they get their fucking ass kicked. Fucking hate the Patriots. I'm sorry. They do not stand for the goddamn American flag in the United States of America. They have a name, the Patriots, and their time is done. I want, for personal reasons, it to be Minnesota and the Jaguars in the Super Bowl, in which case the Jaguars can get fucking tromped on, because for the first time ever, I mean, this is what, the 4th time or more that Minnesota has been to the Super Bowl, but never once have we ever won. And really, again, unlike some people, I have a hard time really honestly giving a shit. Last comment until I hit the refresh button, because an hour ago, fucking A, Sonoran Desert Prepper said, I hope you enjoy the Eagles in the Super Bowl. 20 minutes until kickoff. Sonoran Desert Prepper, I love you, but you can eat a dick. And the last official comment is Smile Money. What is that look on the Brew Babe's face? It looks like disbelief in the disappointing way. Did I say you could look at me? Well, that's because at that moment in time when that picture was taken, Johnny was looking at her. The moment that I was looking at her, it kind of looked like she might have been having an O. And Smile Money, that stands as the last comment, and this has been another fucking 1 hour shit show. I'm gonna go enjoy this. Mr. Holster, you cannot give me any shit, because I'm pretty sure 4 at 8.5% will suffice for you. MAUI Brewing Companies, double overhead, I think just for Jerry they put a crane on there, double overhead, double IPA, and for a double, 8.5% isn't bad. I can honestly say I don't know what Johnny paid for this, but hey, Johnny, thank you. I would get this again. It's what separates this from a lot of them is it's not overly sweet, but it's not really dry and bitter. Ed, I think you would actually like this, and it has a nice finish. And because of that, I would I think I would give this a 9. Not bad for a canned beer. And anybody still here? I talked about this, and I want to say a big thanks to Pete over at the Armory channel for making me a holster for the 5906, even though I fucked with him and took a picture of the 1006 in this, and it looks something like this. This is exactly what I wanted, Pete. Thank you very much. And of course, he doesn't watch his shit over here, so fuck him. But, hey, Pete, lick my nipple. I have to go back upstairs and find out how Philly's doing. It was tied. It was tied when I came down here. But I was going to wear this to work the other day. I might wear this. Actually, I think I am going to wear this tomorrow. The first round for Tattoo Guy is a rest in peace. Again, video log. Being threatened by Princess Buttercup. Guys, cheers. Thanks. Sorry it was over an hour, but shit happens. I blame it on Shelby. See you guys tomorrow.